This is the Prusa Core 1 Plus. This is the assembly kit that I saved about 300 bucks by having to put it together myself. If you're looking to save money, this is not the printer for you. Shipped from Europe with tariffs and everything cost more than $1,000, even assembling it myself. Now, you could probably get a bamboo printer that has very similar output quality, similar build volume for 2/3 to a half of that. What you're paying for with Prusa is essentially the open source hardware, open source software ecosystem. You're always going to have firmware updates, software updates, everything's going to work with Linux, and you can 3D print a whole bunch of the parts for the printer and a lot of accessories, and there's the big open source community always keeping it supported and improved. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Alright, so right off the bat we get our celebratory bag of Hybro gummy golden bears. The instructions are online for how to assemble this. After each step they tell you how many gummy bears you can eat to reward yourself so that you don't finish the packet before you're done assembling it. Paperwork, they have a little thing here that says, hey, we checked off on all these things. A little thank you note, and then we have here the 3D printing handbook. This is not the assembly guide, that's available online. This is just kind of how to use the printer. Now inside of that we have lots of sub boxes that have lots of different things. So here's the included steel building plate. We have a plexi set, which I'm assuming is the plexiglass. And each of these boxes are labeled with numbers. So example, here is your steel rods for the linear bearing actuators that move on these rods. Number 10 is rods. We have metal parts, 2 of 3, and it's so heavy I'm having a hard time lifting it out, so I'm going to get some other stuff first. Alright, we have number 9, the electronics. We have the motor kit, MK4. We have box 8, the electronics and the chamber parts. Apparently there's 3 boxes of metal parts. This is 2 of 3, it's number 7. Here's 3 of 3, metal parts number 5. Core XY parts, hinges, and whatever HB set is, number 3. Box number 4, the 3D printed parts. They print these parts on their own printers. Box number 2, the electronics and fasteners. And then in the bottom of the box, we have the big metal parts 1 of 3 box, box number 1. It has 2 holes here for lifting it out. I think I'm going to lower the box to the floor before I pull that out. So this box has inset plastic handles. We need to remove those handles before we can remove that box out of it, unless you want to cut the bottom open. So I'm going to lift here up and out, and that pops out, and this part you can slide out. Alright, so this metal parts box is not super lightweight, but it's not hard for one person to pull up themselves. After I got it out, I noticed they have these nice handles where you can pop the handles out and then use those handles to help pull it up. The biggest problem I had was getting the outer carton to pull away from the inner box. So I think having a second person to hold the outer carton down while you lift this box up would be helpful. Right, here's everything in the box, not in the same order it was packed. I'm not certain I could get all this back into the box, so I'd have to watch my video recording of unpacking it to remember where each box went. But you have box 1 of 3 for the metal parts. You've got your basic steel build plate, some instructions and gummy bears, electronics and fasteners, core XY parts, hinge, HB set, your printed parts, your metal parts 3 of 3, which is box 5. The metal parts 2 of 3 is actually box 7. This guy here is the stepper motor kit. It doesn't have a box 6 sticker on it, but there's a spot for box 6, so I'm assuming that's box 6. Metal parts, we have the electronics and chamber parts, we have the electronics box, we have the box of the steel rods for the linear bearings, and the plexiglass set. So the only thing at all concerning about the condition of any of these things is in the box, while I was pulling out all the little boxes, I got this sticker that has some bends on it. It's sticky sides on the back. I just put on a piece of wax paper to keep it. It looks like my Prusa Core 1 Plus serial number plate and manufacturing information. I did not find like a piece of paper backing that this was supposed to be attached to, so I'm not sure if it came off of something. If it fell into this box from some other setup, I don't know if that's my serial number or if that's just some random sticker that fell into my box, but I'm going to keep it until I find a place in the instructions that say like detach sticker from X and stick it here. So the default build plate that comes with the printer is the PEI coated one. I will show you what's in each of these boxes as I open them. Alright, this is box 1, metal parts, number 1 of 3. So this is where your largest metal parts should be. I think this is a side or back piece. They are separated by pieces of cardboard. They also have some foam with some inserts, so there's little brackets stuck into the foam. Here's another piece. That might be a top or a side piece. Alright, I believe this is the base that I'm looking for my first step of assembly. There's a little metal piece here. And then there's a piece of cardboard, along with a lot of other metal pieces in here that are kind of individual pieces stuck with cardboard and foam to keep them in place. And then we have another layer, which is, it looks like the 4 upright support pieces that go from the bottom to the top. Alright, this is box 2, electronics and fasteners. I need some zip ties out of this guy to get ready for the base. And you can see there are lots of bags with sub-bags with tiny little parts. So these, I believe, are the zip ties, or maybe those are the zip ties. I'm going to have to figure out which set. I think there's actually 2 sets of the exact same thing. This is the tool kit. And then we have a lot of electronics, cables, some lubricant, isopropyl alcohol wipes, some sample filament for printing your first sample part. Most of these cable bags are labeled, you know, cables 3 of 3, with pictures of what cables are in there and which is which. So looking specifically at the tools they include, we have the Torx screwdriver, which is their largest Torx bit. They also have several Torx bits on some of these kind of Allen style keys and some hex bits. They have some universal wrenches. They have a standard kind of number 2 Phillips screwdriver and a pair of needle nose pliers with a protective thing to keep the nose from poking stuff. Okay, I have the bottom part of the frame up and it's already time to get into the motor kit. I think this is the motor kit for the Mark IV and then they add to this, but I'm supposed to get out the 2 Z-axis motors. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 motors in here, plus this little guy here, which probably is for the extruder if I don't miss my guess. And the Z-axis motors, I believe, are these guys here. It says, yes, Z-axis left, that have the longest screw on them. This one says Z-axis right. Now, because the core model actually has 3 points, there's a third Z-axis motor, which is in the bottom of this box number 8, electronics and chamber parts. So you're going to get to see a preview of the electronics and chamber parts in this box because I have to dig down. So here's some the buddy extension, stepper splitter, NFC antenna, IR filament sensor, chamber thermistor. And then down in here I can see the Z-axis left, so they have a second left motor in here. And we're specifically supposed to leave the trapezoidal Z-axis nut in the box for now. Of note is that the extra motor has a much longer set of wires, so I think that's going to be important. Alright, now we're opening the box 4 printed parts, and I'm specifically looking for the motor mounts for the Z motor. The Z motor mount, so that's the bag I need. So they include an Allen key for tightening these guys down. For the socket head cap screws that are hex screws, I really recommend you buy a set of screwdrivers with the ball head screwdrivers to make that a little bit easier. Okay, they've told me to verify that the small rod fits correctly in this part before I install it. So it's time to open the number 10 rods box. And they basically have 2 smaller and 2 thicker rods. So that did insert there properly. Okay, this is box 9, the electronics package. I am specifically getting out the 24 volts, 240 watt power supply. So this guy takes your AC line cord in and gives you the DC 24 volts out. Now also in this guy we have a lot of circuit boards of various types and some cables as well. So there's the power supply cable there, and they also have the 2X buddy cable and the power panic cable in there. There's also the Nextruder box, which has your actual extruder in there. This guy here is your AC power cable. And there's the flash drive that has the firmware and example files and so forth on it. Over here we have other little boards, cooling fans, screen, and so forth. Now we're opening up box 5, which is metal parts 3 of 3. And I am specifically getting this metal piece here out, which is part of the buddy box. So in addition to this enclosure, we have some type of a hinge type mechanism here, and then just a long metal bar there. So I'm quite impressed with this electronics box. You know, the nice box, very nice circuit boards, pre-done wires to connect the different circuit boards. The little ESP Wi-Fi module is on the outside in a plastic cover so the metal doesn't interfere with the Wi-Fi. Very nice setup, very nice construction. I can see where my money is going, let's put it that way. Alright, this is number 3, the Core XY parts, hinges, and HB set. I think HB is heated bed set. So we have the heat bed, and then a whole bunch of belts and parts for the Core XY. I don't know if there's a layer underneath there. It doesn't look like it. Some linear bearings. So half of my time is spent assembling, and the other half is spent going over there and getting parts. And getting parts, 80% of my time is spent getting parts out of one of these 3 fastener bags. So I've decided to leave these just on the table. In many places I've found the comments very useful to read before you even start. In a lot of places they tell you the exact bag locations for various fasteners. Alright, this is the extruder box that came out of box 9 electronics. And inside it has the heated extruder, the plenary gear outside, thermistor, I'm assuming for this guy, and the plenary gear inside. It also has a heat sink for the extruder. Alright, I've gotten to the position where they tell me to open the last box, which is number 7, metal parts 2 of 3. And most of these metal parts are used for the outside of the frame to do things like filament holders and stuff like that. I am specifically looking for, I think maybe this guy, cover for the back of the electronics. But they also have a couple of little metal things here, and the big one here is where the filament holder will roll inside of the side of the printer, and then they have a similar indent on the other side of the printer. Alright, I think this is the last portion for unboxing, the Plexi set package. I've completed the frame, and so this is going to be covers and I think the door. So that's the top cover. I think these might be some type of side covers, and then I suspect that's the door underneath. After spending 22 hours putting this thing together, I deserve a share size, not a pocket size.